Yo, what's good, y'all boys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright, this is a game that I tried to play on my channel a couple years ago. I've seen a little bit of it. I know it's a little bit disturbing. I haven't seen any endings. I haven't beaten the game or anything, but we'll say this game is a horror game. This game is very intense, as you see in the warning down there, even though I don't think Jits watch my channel. But, oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm keeping that in. Yes! We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club today. This game has a lot of reading in it. This video might be an hour or less. Alright? Matter of fact, let me not even do that. I'm giving myself a timer. And when that timer goes up, I'm going to do my outro. And the video will end. Because I heard this game, you're going to be yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping. And my vocabulary is good. But I just don't want to be here for a minute, for too long. So, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to set a timer for 1 hour. I'm gonna record a video for 1 hour. There will be no cuts. There'll be edits, but I'm not gonna cut it out because literally this whole game is about reading. So if I cut anything out, you're gonna miss a crucial part. All right. So we're gonna start for 1 hour, and then that will be the end of the video. All right. So I think that's how I would do it. Every day will be an hour episode. Okay. Just so it's not too short, but it's enough because I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be 5, 10, 8. I don't know if it's going to be long. You know what I mean? So, we're going to take our time. Alright? But, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to snipe that like button. And like I said, strap in. We're going to be here for a minute. Alright? Strap in, relax, get your snacks. And welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. New game. Name komplex. Alright, timer starts now. Here we go. Okay. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Saori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. Yo, she just like me. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better than running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Saori catch up to me. Ha ha. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I stopped. Maybe because only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, komplex. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. That's not true. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear some ASMR in this video too. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth moist. Whatever you say, sorry. We cross the streets together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, komplex, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Cop. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Saori likes to worry a little too much about me, while I'm perfectly fine content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, you're tough, buddy. Or we're tough, I guess. I was talking about how I'm worried about you. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't let me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I let myself even relent to her. I don't know why I added even. Oh, well, it's there. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, then you can come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. I can't speak. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was bringing a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that really much of an airhead or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Ooh, is that who it is? Alright, that's her voice. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Alright, you're chopped, I'm not gonna lie. Way to kill the atmosphere! Okay, she got a fight. Right. Ah, Komplex, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. She's not cute, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, she bad. She cool. But we gonna oh my gosh, I can't do it. We're gonna be going for her. What are you looking at? If you wanna say something, say it. Okay. So sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Yeah, the baddest too. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Komplex. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Yeah, you're a junior, bro. So, having her smile at me genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Komplex. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I'll take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made it for you or anything? Oh, we have heard this somewhere before. Roll the clip real quick.
Hey, I'm here, just like you asked.
Here.
What's this?
It's a bento, stupid.
You made me lunch?
Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't make it for you. I just made too much food this morning. So you can have the extras.
Yeah, we heard this somewhere. We heard this somewhere before. I thought you technically did. Oh, wait, why am I... Hey, I thought you did. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. Alright. We've definitely heard this somewhere before. Osana. Oh, I just skipped that part. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, teen reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can really all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Still, I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So complex, what type of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I've read these past few years. I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Nah, it can change for you, Yuri. I ain't gonna lie, you bad. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chases the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that be deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly fascinated by her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing on how so deliberately... Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Take my time, take a sip. There we go. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I didn't speak in Yuri's voice. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes you to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror are very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes darted over me from me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. It looks like you're working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give me that! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Shuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I can sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest of reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and feel Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for you. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Komplex? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. So you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Komplex. You all on the fences against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-eyed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I will join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sherry wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me there for a moment.
It really just came for the cupcakes. I would have been super pissed.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Komplex, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Komplex, it's already here. You want to walk home together? That's right. Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for club. Sure, might as well. Yay! Alright, let me save real quick. Let's take a little break and let's talk. So far, it looks like that we're in a club now. Full-fledged member. Yeah, that pretty much looks like what it is. We're a full-fledged member now. So I really don't know. I just really want to stop and take a sip. How y'all doing? Alright. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright. Oh. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever you poem. Really?
Perfect.
Okay. Alright. Happiness, blanket, kawaii, giggle, embrace. Cute, philosophy, childhood, kiss, fluffy. So let's break down what we learned so far, right? This, Natsuki. Yup. But I'm trying to get with Yuri. Prayer. Okay. Excuse me. Destiny. Yes. Papa. Covet. Yes. Okay. We're just trying to get Yuri. Alright. Universe. Yeah. Intellectual. Yeah. Okay. Alright. What about vivacious? Yes. Suicide. And that was Yuri too. Lust and massacre. This is Yuri. Let's go. Nature. She likes nature. Okay. Sayori. Captive. Yes. Uncontrollable. After image. Yes. Meager. Yeah! Your boy is a little smart, yes sir. Incongruent. Yo, man. Okay, hold on. This would be like Sayori. Oh, Yuri. Wow, okay. Atone. Okay. Melancholy. Okay. Effulgent. Wrath. That's Sayori. Oh, it's
Perfect.
So we just perfectly got Eureka. Okay. Hi again, Komplex. Okay, that's a fun little mini game. Glad you see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little bit strange for you, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Komplex. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Oh, I got a poem for you, girl. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like it deserves any slack. Sierra told me he didn't want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Damn! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! Komplex always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He has to get busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sari, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Komplex become good friends too? Oh, we can become great friends. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Yeah, I'm trying to find out what you're up to. Oh! You're even brought sugar today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri just turned in her bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And read could, discuss it if you want it. Is this how a girl accidentally, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. She's bad. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take out the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't but help notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I'd feel bad from distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She takes another glance at me and her eyes me for a split section. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Wait, the music changed. Remember, this is a horror game. I'm on edge a little bit now. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave to me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once you start to pick up, I might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in her high school who moves in with her long lost young sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life's in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Komplex? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, who thought he related to the protagonist, they're made to be the naive one for letting out their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I've lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill out my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I stop talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. Doesn't mean you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What you saying? Just a moment ago you said you're looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I just don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up to Yuri's and hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm's in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Perfect. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. When I'm holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? You turned the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Oh, she's looking. I noticed that. Okay. I don't know how able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. She's been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. You no longer ask if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she just finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb letting go of the page, letting it float over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Komplex, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! Yo, she's cock-blocking. I think it's about time we share today's pose with each other. We might not have enough time for way too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry we haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book. I'm gonna slip it back in. By the way, did you know how to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find any inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sari and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sari is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri's gonna be last. Best for last. Let's do Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Komplex. If you're not gonna take this crop seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Did I just read that right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you're probably thinking stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, that's about it. That's bars. Alright. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks the writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out a feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let me do my dog Sayori. This is a good poem, Komplex. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's what impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Oh. Keep speaking in Sarah when it's my time to speak. I'm not really into it yet. That doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Komplex. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying to do things like this for other people, that's something only really good people can do. Thanks, Yuri. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full price of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow on my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's tough. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write it?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
The laser. Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Monica!
Hi, Komplex.
Oh.
Hi, Komplex. Had a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you knew and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Want to share a poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Komplex. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But if that's sort of burial, that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Komplex. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
Oh yeah, I know.
Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it.
Oh my gosh.
Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up
trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it. Hole in wall. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, I blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A whole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it.
Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Liz, oh my gosh, I keep talking in Monica's voice when I should be talking in my voice.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Oh, my voice. Alright, here we go. Yuri. Her voice is easy. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Use the imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at the poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. That's the reason I was able to tell.
It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club also gives you valuable feedback. That's you can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Whew. Hold on. Let's save it real quick.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate between the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I battle. Calm. Breathing air. Oh, it says I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Bars.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I just think your handwriting is pretty.
Hey, that's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing,
I wanted to write something more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story's not about a ghost at all, Komplex. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. Huh? That's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Komplex. Me too. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes lit on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri stands sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I found something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
I do have a couple of suggestions. While I was looking for suggestions,
I'd have asked someone who liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sarah liked it, and Komplex did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Komplex liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, why did music stop?
Oh? I didn't realize you were trying to invest. You were so invested in trying to impress on your memory, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh.
You're just... Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe just Komplex appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And I didn't know he didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one who...
Oh.
I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Komplex started showing up. Yeah, Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting guys!
Suddenly, both girls toward me as they know I was standing there.
Komplex?
She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. I mean, I don't got a problem with that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if they got 3 times bigger, 4 times bigger, 5 times bigger, I don't give a fuck.
She started it! If she could get herself over and then appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place! What's the point of making her poems all convoluted and over for no reason? The meaning should jump out at you, the reader, not force her to figure him out. Help me explain that to her, Komplex.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Komplex? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all.
Yuri wouldn't
Even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. There's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, thanks.
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or fine somebody's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. And it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. You didn't mean to, honey. You just told her how you felt. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said something that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody is taking her side. She's trapped, at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, I have to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. Just pray for me to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki? She really didn't need it. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my voice.
She really did.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stands down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handle it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Komplex. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. There's nothing. One more thing. One thing that Tiki said, but you know, I've never done anything so sinful. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. You don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. So, huh? What did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Oh, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I say it worked too.
That was alright. Well, mostly.
Komplex, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. Yuri. I know myself with a newfound determination.
Komplex, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sorry beams at me. It truly has been a while since I and Siri have spent this time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, you know what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That kind of thing happened often.
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make so good friends. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Komplex, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club.
But I think
Seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too.
that's...
Every day's gonna be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Yes, sir. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I passed her on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to do Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this! I think we're in Act 2 now. Alright. I think I'm just trying to get with Yuri. So let's see. What we got? Awesome. Melancholy. Ocean. Entropy, yeah. Misfortune. Agonizing. Unstable. Whisper. Not silky. My God. Pleasure, that's weird. Sensation. Let's pop it. Let's see. Okay. I don't know what that is. Wrath. Memories. Intellectual. Tragedy. Shiny? That makes sense. Philosophy. Climate. Massacre? Miss Yuri, right? Okay.
Perfect.
Really into that type of stuff. Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Komplex.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just not used to you being in the club, huh?
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things to do anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry.
We come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like that at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
What else?
No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori should never see what chooses her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down, letting its contents spills onto the deck. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How'd you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry or you want an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I'll lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And that's so easy. It's the only one option.
Why? I get the. Come on, feel guilty.
I feel guilty. That means you deserve to feel guilty. You suddenly give me. Huh? I didn't notice you listening in. My face is in the book as always.
Oh,
I wasn't listening to anything. There's just something in my book.
Yuri. Tell Komplex let me borrow some money.
I'm gonna get involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a machine... That's the time we got, boys. We're gonna finish this part up. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little something like that, suffering is fair enough retribution. We turn off. Music real quick, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of part 1 of Doki Doki Literature Club. My voice is torn up. I think for next episode, I will not be doing their voice. I'm just going to talk because that was a lot of talking. That was 1 hour. This looks like a fun game, you know. It hasn't gotten scary yet, but I heard this game's really long and this is going to get deep. But if you guys enjoyed the video today, make sure to snipe that like button. And without further ado, it's been Komplex. And I'm out. Peace! You're bad, bro.